Hey Gemini, welcome back to Deku Tarot. I know it's been a while. I'm really sorry that I didn't get to yours in November. I'm so sorry guys, but here we are in December and we have some pretty big stuff going on for you guys this month. So yes, I'll apologize for my hiatus, but let's get right into your reading. Let's not even talk about anything else. Let's just get right into it, guys. If you hear me talking about houses and stuff, it's because I'm referring to this as a Gemini rising when I talk about housing, but your different houses in terms of astrology, I'm referring to that in the fact that it's Gemini rising, is how I've looked at the astrology for you guys this month, putting you in the first house. So obviously we started the month out pretty strong. Let's just talk about that for a second. We had that solar eclipse in Sagittarius in your 7th house, closing out this series of eclipses that we've had going on since, hold on one second guys, I'm just gonna fix this really quick because I see my camera falling and I was like, please don't fall. All right. But that's been going on, I think it's been since like April, May 2020. So think back to those first eclipses and what they brought up for you and how this is kind of wrapping all of this stuff up. Something I learned about myself this past year is that I am a Vedic Gemini rising, and that's probably why this past year and a half has been absolutely insane for me because we had the South Node in the 7th house, and I was like, I thought I was going through my Mercury retrograde, my Saturn return. I thought I was going through my Saturn return, guys, because it felt like, I don't know, some completely different person took the wheel for a year and a half and made me self-sabotage my life in ways that I was like, oh my god. So I don't know, any other Gemini risings out there want to put, give me their input about how, the past year and a half has really affected relationships and your views on relationship. I would love to know, because if we find ourselves really at the beginning of this month, ready to let go of things that like are very toxic for us to hold on to. And this sounds really weird. This is going to sound like a really weird thing to say, but it's just coming in very strongly right now, especially when you get like cards like this, which is 3 of these guys here are kings. And we have one of them reversed. So we have the King of Wands upright. With the 10 of Wands reversed, we have the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords upright. And this is the Hermetic Tarot, by the way, guys. There's a really need, I said that, it's really weird. Mercury is in Sag and it feels like Mercury is in retrograde. That's all I'm going to say because it's in detriment and I can't get the big concepts out in a normal Mercury way. So just forgive me if I can't English. Mercury is your ruler, guys, and as a Gemini Vedic rising, and maybe that's why this has been messing me up so bad too, but it's just been like, how do you talk to people? I don't know. But I just feel this, like I was saying, this gave me immediately a feeling of like, your relationships to how, I don't want to just say men, but larger masculine figures in your life, how, like what they mean to you and what they give to you. And for some of you, it can be as simple as like, I don't just mean just females, but like anybody who's like, I like getting attention from maybe not even just men, but people that are very strong and like, just like have a good sense of, like it's an ego boost. Like there's this need for these people to look at you in a way that is like an ego boost. Like I want to get their attention. I need this. I need that. I need the validation of these people that don't actually matter and that I don't want to pursue relationships with to make me feel good, to know that I'm attractive, to know that I'm this. And it's like, is that really who we are anymore? And for some of you, it's like letting go of certain, it just feels like really structured aspects of relationship that maybe parents or fathers or men from your, like, very prominent men from your childhood have instilled in you. And I just feel, especially with the King of Pentacles reversed, it's like pulling it up from the roots. And I don't know why I kind of get that sense, because I know that, like, the King of Pentacles reversed feels like, it's that as well, because we're getting rid of all these toxic relationship kind of jargon, like crap stuff, like things that we ourselves do. So it's like, how do we factor into that? So we're looking at that relationship as well, and it's like, what have we learned, and how are we applying that to our relationships, and what have we learned, especially in terms of how, like, it feels like almost how people saw you or treated you, how ex-relationships saw you and treated you, and how you might not have realized like these things are things that you carried around now for a really long time. This is how I act in a relationship. This is how I respond to these situations. This is how I respond. This is, you know, my emotional response when it's like this, or this is, you know, how I deal with this. And it's like, no, that's changed now because you're realizing a lot of that comes from really toxic and negative places, and we want to let that go. Why are we carrying this stuff around? And again, also, why do we care about the attention of so many people? Like, we don't anymore. We don't, because you're gonna have a lot of really big changes this month, and a lot of them are gonna be really weird. I gotta say, I don't know. Let me know, because we have the Venus retrograde coming up, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I want to know what was going on for you guys then. Like, what was your focus? What was happening? Because, and put it in the comments, because that was like January 2013 through like March, April of 2014 was the last time Venus retrograded in Capricorn. So we're going to see these really, like, these same 8th house kind of themes, because Capricorn rules your 8th house, which is, you know, death, other people's money, and it's going to be like, there's going to be a lot of fearful, weird, interesting, strange changes, and changes to relationships because of, you know, I don't even know, it's like death, because again, 8th house is like death, inheritance, and other people's money, and just these very like hidden, weird, it's a very interesting place. So we will see. Things are going to come up, things that we didn't expect, things we didn't see, and that's going to be a major energy as well. So I just feel like this might be like you wrapping up some things there that have to do with like long-term things from 2014, but especially some of these eclipses, I feel like that was a really big moment where you decided to step into this position, and out of holding on to toxic stuff. I mean, for some of you it might have been less of a decision and more forced, but it's gonna feel a lot clearer on the other side, because we had to let this stuff go. It was getting a little too crowded. And I think for some of you, it's almost like you had too many people around. You were running, you know, we weren't dealing with the actual problems, and we were so busy, for some of you, like, biding your time with other people and filling your time with others and people that, you know, it feels like for some of you, especially who were dating, you know, ever since like the nodes changed, and the eclipses began like last spring. Think about how you change in terms of what you want out of relationships, like what you did, you know, the attention that you sought, like what did you learn? Did you learn that it doesn't mean like we need to have, in fact, having too much stops you from moving forward, and being too like, let's go here, there, everywhere. It's like all these are reversed here. So yes, this is a time of healing, but it's a time of healing the things that, the directions that we didn't go, or, you know, the ways that we did go and it didn't work out. And again, maybe it just feels like for a lot of you, it has to do with, you know, how other people build up our own ego and our own self-image and how we feel about ourselves. And I think the admiration and the need to be needed, the need to be loved, the need to be desired on that kind of level has kind of passed for a lot of you. I get like we're looking for something more now, and we're ready. Yeah, we're ready for the real deal. And it's like you weren't maybe before. And it's like you needed to get a lot of this, I don't want to say like crazy out, but like with that 8 of Wands and that 9 of Swords and all this other stuff, it's like we had to get some really like kind of nightmarish things out. And some things that we don't expect to come in, and some things that we're not expecting to hear from. And it's very like a weird, unexpected month for you guys. You know what, let's put a pin in whatever I was just saying just now, because that's like a very messy energy that I feel like I'm gonna have to get another deck to look at, because geez. But we have really beautiful energy this month in terms of love and romance, and deciding, you know, where we're gonna go from here. I really like this with the High Priestess, the 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. It's like I know exactly what the kind of vibe I'm looking for. It might even like be that, you know, especially if you're in a relationship, or you're separated from a long-term relationship, it feels like you're coming back together in a really big and beautiful way. And we're gonna talk about the Capricorn, the Mercury. We have we have the Venus retrograde in Capricorn, and we also have this really beautiful thing happening at the end of the month where Jupiter is going into Pisces, which is your 7th house ruler, and that's going to be really, really good. So this feels like it's more towards the end of the month and more into 2020, but we're going to start really seeing and knowing exactly what it is that we want and really appreciating where we're at. And also, especially if you're in a long-term relationship, it's like you're coming back into this place of like real, true soul connection and love, and like these feelings that you haven't probably felt in a long time, and just feeling, it's just such a good, beautiful, gorgeous, just lustrous vibe. I don't even know the right words here. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. I mean, there's nothing that feels better. It feels, I mean, throw in the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Yeah, we're kicking, but this is gorgeous. It's like a portal has opened that has brought you in reconnection with maybe even a soulmate for some of you. For some, you know, for some of you, this is going to, especially towards the end of the month when Jupiter goes into Pisces. And we've got a bunch of other things this month that are starting to contribute to this, but we could, for some of you, have some really big relationship changes in terms of coming back together with somebody who has also grown. I'm not going to say getting back together with that ex who never changes and never grows, but it's like for some of you, you have this knowing that love is changing at a really big level for you, and it is. And I think that that's kind of like a thing that's happening more, like we see this coming, we feel this coming, the changes are starting, because there's a lot going on. I mean, okay, yeah, changes are starting. Let me see that. And if you hear me turning pages, just like looking at the astrology here, because I have a little astrology notes for you guys. And yeah, so let's get this a little more here. Because so much has changed for you. It's like, don't bring the old. I mean, like really, really spend time in the beginning of this month if you haven't already. And I feel like a lot of you already have. Like, you're totally ready to get rid of these negative, toxic situations, these people, and, you know, all this crowding energy that is just like, I'm beyond that now. I think I'm over that. I'm not that person anymore. I don't need those things actually to build myself up, because look at me, I'm amazing. And there's a really big change of your energy there. And that's just like how I feel when I see that King of Swords energy. It's like, damn, okay. I'm not going to mess with you now. Won't be saying anything to you. You're fine. Don't mess with Gemini. They're feeling it and they're feeling better. But it's like, there are a lot of weird things happening this month, and January's gonna be a mess. So just let's get our life together. Let's just get ourselves ready for 2020. Oh my God, I almost said 2020, and then I tried to say 2021. But guys, we're going into 2022. I'm still over here processing like the first few months of 2020. So yeah. We're getting through it, guys. Ooh, yeah, okay. Love is looking very good for you guys. Like, again, it's if you want it to be better. If you want to level up, it's there for you in such a huge way. Like, I promise you, like, it's incredible. We're building like really beautiful foundations. Oh, okay, we're gonna look at that. That is gorgeous, because we got that Knight of Wands. Again, there's a lot of like really, I don't know, I feel like for some of you, let's pull some clarifiers with, do you want to use this deck? I don't know, actually, if I want to use this one. I don't want to use this one. I'm going to use this one. Okay, I'm going to use a Tarot Muka to help with this, because honestly, my Hermetic I'll use on my own with myself and other people's readings, but I like to, when I'm reading with you guys, I like to use it as more of a supplementary deck, a clarifying deck, but I actually use it as the full thing here. So interesting. So we have a really gorgeous energy that came up, you know, again, in regards to love with that 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands, beautiful energy there. And then we have like some really beautiful energy showing up too. Big offers, real offers. So sorry, didn't mean to yawn there, but again, maybe some of you need to rest. And I do think that's going to be a thing for you guys, where work is going to feel like a lot this month, and it might get in the way of relationships, and we might find that around the 7th. Okay, just going to say that right now, because we got Mercury squaring Neptune, with Mercury and Sag in your 7th house. Which is just going to be messy, like, you know, obviously squaring Neptune and Pisces, unclear communications. It's just going to be messy. again, I just feel like also Mars is squaring Jupiter on that day as well. And this is all happening tomorrow. So we could just feel like, I mean, at least for me as a Gemini Vedic rising, let me tell you, I haven't had a second to do anything other than work in the past like 2 weeks. And I don't think I see a moment to not be working anytime soon. So I feel that for you guys. But it could be getting frustrating because it might feel like it's getting in the way of a lot of relationship things for you. And communication could be off on that day because of work stuff. So just like be aware of that and don't get too focused on like something that you're making up because it's not like, I don't know, you're not seeing it clearly, all right? Because you're busy, things are going on. There's a lot of really unclear energy right around the 6th, 7th, 8th. So just like, just don't mess with it. But love looks gorgeous. And again, I would say this is happening. This feels like it's more around the end of the month. Like as we enter this new year and within the next few months, I would say like 3 months even, we're going to see a lot of really big changes. A really big foundation is being laid down for a large manifestation in terms of love. Somebody that, again, either makes you feel like the Empress has that Empress energy, maybe a Taurus kind of energy, but it's just very, very gorgeous. Like there's really beautiful, really abundant love coming back in. And when you get that Empress energy, it's like you don't really have to work for that. That's sitting, manifesting, waiting, abundance, pure abundance, Venusian energy. And I do feel like, weirdly enough, this Capricorn retrograde might be bringing back some love stuff that is like, or bringing in, not even back, but like bringing in some really beautiful love stuff. Oh my gosh, sorry. I was like making sure nobody's calling me. It was just a phone being annoying. But with the Judgment, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, like you're getting a real offer here, an offer of a foundation. And it's like, are you ready and are you clear for that? That's what you want, right? Like you've made the changes. Are you ready for the foundation now? If you have cleared out all this old, immature, like ways of going about relationship, especially, and about work too, things show up. All the work that you're doing is not for naught, by the way, okay? It's gonna get you somewhere, don't worry. I promise you guys. It's like new beginnings. For some of you, you might get real tired doing what you were doing or whoever you were working for, and you're like, I'm good, actually. I'm going to go forth in this much better direction. And some of you might get offers this month. I'm just going to say that as well. If you're looking, if you're tired of where you're at and you're really tired of the boss man and whoever you're working for, maybe seek out a new job that appreciates you more. Because I feel like you guys have a lot to offer in terms of work. You're ready to really show yourself off. There's really beautiful energy for that. There's really good astrology for stepping up in those ways as well. And looking to step up in those ways. And letting go again of really past, like, I don't know, for some of you, it's like you have this vision of lack in your life. This maybe it's from childhood, from people that you grew up with. Maybe it's because you grew up in lack and your parents weren't able to secure it as well. But don't put those beliefs on yourself. It's like this, I just saw the 10 of Pentacles reversed and then I lost it, which is why I'm bringing this up. But then because I didn't grab it fast enough and these decks are really slippery. But if we're not ready, success is there, but we have to know that we can move on. Don't take the past with you with this success. You have this brand new beginning. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's giving you everything that you want. Everyone's looking at you saying, oh my God, Gemini, you deserve this. Oh my God, you're doing amazing. Do not stay in the 5 of Swords. It's like you want to go back to like this area where you're fighting. It's like, because I know that and it's comfortable. Especially in terms of work, don't do that. Oh my God, like, why would you do that? You want to get out of it. Like, you got to get out of it. Get out of it, okay? But let's clarify these love situations a little bit more. I'm sorry, I keep knocking the camera, guys. Do this all during Sag's reading too. Get a better desk situation one of these days. What if I love and romance for Geminis this month without giving me the entire deck? Oh my gosh, guys, I really need you to chill. This deck is like jumping, absolutely jumping right now. Let's see. In terms of love and romance, it's like it's jumping, but nothing is like coming up upright. I don't mean like it's reversed, but it's just like not flipping over. You only take them when they feel right. I saw that. Ooh. Ooh. It's excuse me. Have some water. Don't be like me and then turn on the heat and then it gets so dry in here that I start choking. Drink some water this month, okay? Maybe you're thirsty. But things look gorgeous, and if you are hoping that things are gonna work out with somebody, let's see about it. Allow the change to come over the next, like, have patience is something I want to say. Because like I said, January is going to be a mess. January is going to be a mess. And I think that we're all hoping that January will bring in good vibes and nice energy. We'll finally catch a break. Nah, it's not happening yet. Enjoy Jupiter and Pisces. Like, we can totally enjoy that. But I want to say just, we have really nice stuff going on here. And I like this, okay? Knight of Cups. For me, that's very Piscean energy. It's very sweet. It's very loving. It's very caring. I have a message. It's very romantic. It's very lovely. Does it hold legs, though? Does it have what we need to make it keep going? Oh, my God. I almost just put this in the wrong deck. What am I doing? Grabbing the wrong one. Sorry. Looks like I wanted to grab this guy. I keep shuffling for some of these ones. But we get that Six of Pentacles as well. And we get the Emperor right after that. And I think if you're willing to put, I mean, it just feels to me like you might be surprised that if you're waiting on a Divine Masculine or an Aries or somebody who comes off very in the Emperor-like position, needs to have control, and you're afraid of like even trying to gain any control in the situation, or like that they're going to take it that way and like get all crazy and like turn you down, or you never know how it's going to be, but it feels like things get to a really even like give and take here this month, and you might be very surprised by how certain people show up. Again, especially if it's in a fire sign, oh my gosh, they're showing up quite strong with maybe even some chaotic energy. So I would just, you know, watch again, because like I'm saying, because remember we talked about at the beginning, the solar eclipse and letting go of this need for other people's attention on us, especially people are like flirting or saying, you know, like you're posting selfies like for attention, or, you know, this person's interested in you. Yeah, I'll give them the time of day. I'll talk to them. Oh yeah, I'll date this person. I'll do that. It's like, why though? Like, you don't have to. What does that actually do for you other than spread your energy and make you more available to people that are lesser than you? Anyways, it's not what you want, so why chase it? Oh, it might be a fun little snack. No, it's not what you want though. That's not what you want. Did you want the snack before? Did you want the snack any time in the past? Did you want this before? Like, just don't do it again, okay? Because I feel like there might even be a fire sign that comes in this month and it's going to make you be like, I am done doing that, okay? Like, go away. I'm off. Like, bye. Bye, Felicia. No thanks. Like, we're good now. And when you do that, you say, no, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. We got the Ace of Pentacles twice. Ooh. And I don't know why, in almost all my readings, I feel like I've been getting the Chariot. And I just get the sense that the Chariot is really speaking about I mean, we're going to have a Cancer. Is it going to be a full moon? Yeah, Cancer full moon in Capricorn season. And I think that's going to be a really, really big moment for everybody. I don't know why. We're going to look at the astrology when we get there. But I think it's going to be really, really big. Okay? So in terms of love, let's get one more on the table here. One more. Nice. All right, we want to go back to this deck because we weren't getting any from this one. Let's finish this off. Yeah. What we want is somebody who's emotionally available, and we don't want to keep wasting our time with people who are not. Okay? Ooh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. That's why we had to wait. Like I said, I don't know about that. This might be the person who has something to offer, because I mean the Ace of Pentacles does come after, but we're not going to look too crazy deep into this. It's just a general one. We do have 2 Ace of Pentacles here. Real offers come in this month. Pay attention, especially in terms of work. But also, again, like I was focusing on love in this. So we have real offers. Do you want something real, or do you want something illusory? Do you want something that you know isn't going to go anywhere with somebody that you know you don't want to be with? Or do you want to have fun and fuck around, or do you want the real thing? What has changed about you in terms of relationship is a really big focus here as the nodes are about to change, and as this energy comes up, and as that full moon hits you, and we have the sun in your 7th house. It's your ego is going to be focused on your relationship, but you're going to be focused about you and your role in relationships. And that's why I think relationships are such a big focus for you guys this month, because there's plenty of signs who are like, I ain't fucking with that this month, and I'm going to focus on career, I'm going to focus on this. But you guys have a focus on that, and it's because we've gone through a lot of changes there. We've had to release a lot of negative past toxic behaviors of our own, as well as ones that we've taken on, and things that we've held on to, burdens, past experiences, things that we've held on to from past relationships. You guys are going through a lot, but you know what? Keep this in mind. This person is here, and this is probably the person you want to take the offer from, because look at that emotion. You want to resonate with somebody emotionally. And you need to tap into that part of you that is more like, again, Queen of Cups is very Cancerian. She's very like maternal, mothering, caring, nurturing. Maybe you're looking for that in somebody else. But regardless, you're looking to be nurtured and to nurture another and have it be reciprocal emotionally. We're also looking for somebody who's emotionally mature. If they don't fit that bill, you're really done like this month, and you need to be done, okay? If they don't fit the emotionally matured enough for you bill, if they give off even a whiff of that they're not, bye. Like, bye. I'm not wasting my time with this shit anymore. You're not doing that. In fact, I would say try not to, like, date people and see what happens. The right people will show up. The wrong people will show up too, but it'll be very obvious. Like, and you'll be like, okay, bye. Blocked, bye. Like, why are you talking to me again? Bye. Anyways, the Chariot though. Take the reins. Go in the direction that you deserve to go, in the direction that you want to go in. You have you have a lot of energy that is going to help you to get things in control in a good way in terms of love and relationship, and get on a more hopeful, more beautiful path here, especially at the end of the month. Like, I did want, let's end this on the Jupiter and Pisces top. Let's just talk about it for a second. Now I don't even have any cards, but again, just because the vibe, because it's gorgeous. We get that, and as you can see, we have a lot of 6s on the table. Things are going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Just don't go in the past. Don't take things from the past. Do not take the chaos and the toxicity from the past. Holy crap. Just turn away from it and let it go. Let it die in the rear view mirror, okay? So yeah, Jupiter's in Pisces by the end of this month, and as we enter the new year on the 29th, think back to May, June 2021. That's when it was first in it, and now it's been retrograding back through Aquarius, but it's really nice. I really liked it. Because again, Jupiter rules your 7th house of relationships. So this is going to really increase this more hopeful, faithful, beautiful energy. It can even, again, bring about forgiveness. It can bring about, like I was saying, I just feel like really big relationship changes are coming in for you. Like big things. It's like solidity in the long term. Because when I see these two things, and especially about in terms of relationship and this as your focus, you're like, I want the real deal. I want to marry somebody. I want to have the happily ever after. Okay, I'm focusing on my happily ever after now. And if you don't fit the happily ever after, like, boy, bye. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I feel like let's just end it right there, because it's a really nice little way to end it with that energy, because we got good stuff coming in. We got weird stuff coming in. Obviously that full moon in your sun, the sun in your 7th is going to be like, have we moved on from problems in relationships? Have you? There's really big, again, relationships are going to be heavy focus this month. Let's not be surprised with Sagittarian energy all over the place. So have we really moved on from problems? Have we really recovered from a wound? Have we really forgiven somebody? Are we really ready to move on? Are we really done with that aspect of our life? I sure hope so. So let it go, okay? And take stock in those areas. Anyways, love you guys so much. Like I just tried to end this, and then I got back into it again, and now we're actually ending it. Do make sure to subscribe if you haven't, guys. Check out the readings for your sun, your moon, your rising sign. And if you want to book a private reading, all that information is below in the description box. Send me an email. Follow me over on Instagram at Deku Tarot. I do little weekly peek of the week things. We talk about just the energy around the middle of the week towards the end of the week, you know, just like where we're at, where we're coming from, where we're going. So check that out as well. And have a wonderful and blessed rest of December, guys. I will see you in January. Namaste. Ooh, I haven't said that in a while.